Yeah, what up, though? You kicking it with KCMC. This is from the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans. Let's go. First one, we really come on, man. We got to do this. We got to do this right. We're really stepping into the NBA round real quick. We are out of boxing, so let me switch that up for you, fam. All right, so starting off, we're really just talking about some key injuries real quick, first and foremost. Sun star duo Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, expected to return Tuesday, November 26th versus the Lakers. The Phoenix Suns reportedly will have their stars, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, back in the lineup Tuesday for the NBA Cup game against the Los Angeles Lakers, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Durant and Beal both been sidelined for multiple weeks, dealing with calf strain injuries. Okay, just want to lay that out there. Cool, they're finally returning. That's good news. Another update, real quick. Kristaps Porziņģis for the Celtics expected to play and make his debut for the season against the Clippers. The former All-Star has missed the last 5 months and averaged 20.1 points per game for the Celtics last season. He played 57 games last season, and he also played in the first 4 playoff games of the 2024 season for the Celtics, but then suffered a right calf injury that kept him sidelined until Game 1 of the NBA Finals. We also got players like Joel Embiid saying he's not going to play back-to-back games, and Ben Simmons saying he's not going to play back-to-back games. Here's my thing with these players, these injuries and everything. For one, there's a few things to say. We've seen a lot of calf strain injuries, ACLs, those type of things. What can that possibly be due to? Not proper stretching, maybe? Maybe a diet thing, lack of water specifically? Or maybe lack of actual participation. Too much rest while you're actually participating like a professional. That's what I think it is. I think it's getting your reps. You got players saying they're not playing back-to-back games. That's probably what you actually need. You spontaneously going hard on your knees, no diddy, to play against other professionals that are healthy, bro. It cannot be good for you. You're going to put a lot more wear and tear on it. So I think players really need to be playing a little bit more and doing more to really keep up that physical fitness of their body. That's one. Second hand of that. For these players who are using these excuses, not playing back-to-back, using load management, this and that, even if you are injured in some cases, depending on the injury, I think these players should now be fined for the games they miss. Flat out. Unless it's an injury where x-rays tend to prove that it is a serious injury. Other than that, you just having health problems, personal reasons, load management, any of that, money out your pocket. Why? Because any other job or profession that I know of, if you're not there to perform, you do not get your money. Now, I know in a lot of cases with professional athletes, a lot of money ain't guaranteed either. Well, that's cool. The money that is, let's take some of that out your pocket. There need to be some incentive to make sure that you are there to perform. The best ability is availability. If people are paying to come see you, if people ain't even paying to come see you, they just supporting their team at home. They want to see them go to the playoffs by seeing their stars and all-stars, superstars play. Get out there and play, fam. That's what I want to say to these injured players. I think y'all should be fine. You know, y'all they're quick to fine people when they saying something or doing a gesture that the NBA don't like. What about when they just missing games or doing load management? How about those fines? That's just what I think, though. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. Let me see. Do I have another one? Oh, yeah, I do. Let me see if anybody want to call into the show. All right. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Listen, we do have to talk about the NBA Cup real quick. Can I be real about that? Follow me real quick before I really get to dumping on it, though. No diddy. So the NBA Cup, we got the group play right here behind us. You can see they got the East and the West, and then they got the ABC of the East and the West. So in this group play, every team plays every other team within their group play at least once. All right. Then after that, there's some type of standing, and then within that standing, they enter the round robin, the tournament, and then it's basically one game elimination from there until we get to the NBA Cup championship. Cool. I understand it a little bit more now. I will say that. But do I still care though? Do we care? Do you care? Am I feeling like, oh man, it's NBA Cup night. I gotta make sure I watch it. Not me personally. It don't make it any easier that you have to watch it on so many different apps or channels, or it's not easily accessible. So then now you got to go through giant hoops, no Diddy, just to freaking watch the game. And when you do, I mean, it just is what it is. So they did this in-season cup, this mid-season tournament, to get more people to watch during the middle of the season. I don't think, for me personally, it ain't making me watch more. Is it making the players play a little bit harder? Some people are saying yes. I can't necessarily say. I watched some games, but not all. I guess you would say, yeah, it's a little bit more exciting, I guess, to some sort of degree. But I feel like to a certain degree, they always play hard. No Diddy. Players always play aggressive for the most part. I'm not necessarily seeing sold out seats to these NBA Cups either. Like, I done seen some empty seats at some NBA Cup games. So, I don't think that's necessarily doing anything. So, yeah, the NBA Cup, I don't know. We'll get into it, but I got a caller right now. Got to put you on speakerphone too, man. What up, though? You kicking with KC? Who is this? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? It's your brother, man, Calvin, from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yes, sir, Ski. Got my brother calling in real quick, y'all. Calvin, another very popular YouTube streamer. Hey, bro, so I'm just going to get you real quick on a couple topics, man. You really just caught me at the end of this topic, which I'm glad, because I need somebody else's unbiased opinion on this. The NBA Cup. NBA Cup is going on right now. Still, I believe in group play. I think they could be wrapping it up, but I don't know if you know the rules and how it's structured, but essentially every team in the East and the West are divided into Group A, B, C. Then within that group, you play every team. And then there's a ranking within that group, and that's what determines your place is within the actual tournament, which is a single game elimination until you get to the NBA Cup. With that being said, it was created to increase viewership in the middle of the season. My question to you is, do you understand the NBA Cup, and are you watching it more? Are you watching NBA basketball more because of the NBA Cup?
Well, when it first started, I'm going to be honest, I was not a fan of it. Didn't really understand why would they do something like that. But now looking at it from a different perspective, obviously, yeah, it draws in a lot more people to actually watch the game because it's more competitive and it gives people favorite teams a chance to make it to the playoffs, even though I don't think that is fair. But it makes sense for a team to be able to, if they can win the championship or win the cup, to automatically have their bid to be in there, even if they suck in a regular season.
Okay. So you're saying you think that would be a better deal of, because that's not the case right now, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I think it's a better deal for teams that's not really that good during the regular season to actually, benefit themselves within a tournament cup and actually like achieving a playoff spot. But the way how it's structured and the way how it is, I'm not a fan of it. Maybe I just lack the change, but I'm just not really a fan of it.
Okay. So you haven't necessarily, like you said, I think you said this already. So you haven't necessarily said, oh yeah, it's the NBA Cup game tonight, let me watch it.
Right. I honestly don't even pay attention, don't even know what's going on until I hear about it the next day.
How often do you feel like you watch regular season games in the NBA in general? Or when do you feel like you start intensely watching NBA games?
Close to the playoffs. That's when or unless it's really like a special or something like Christmas games or Thanksgiving games, that's when I really pay attention to it. But other than that, I'll catch a game here and there just to be in the loop.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing with me. Like I said, if it's easily accessible a song, I'll sit and watch it. Christmas games, yeah, we sitting down, we watching it, blah blah blah. playoffs, or towards the end of the regular season, you start to see it get cranked up. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then I'll watch it a little bit more after the All-Star break. A little bit more, I'll say. I'll start watching a little bit more. But other than that, I don't think, like I said before, I don't think the mid-season tournament. Maybe I'm biased just for having my brother on here, and we think the same in that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get somebody else to call in and actually say the same thing. But thank you for your opinion on that. So, with that being said, I think the other thing that I had spoken on, I would love to get your opinion on real quick. Players and their injuries. Now, I recently talked about Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal. They're going to be returning officially Tuesday, November 26th, which is tomorrow, against the Lakers for the NBA Cup. They are both out for multiple weeks due to calf injuries. And then Kristaps Porziņģis, he going to be returning tomorrow also against the Clippers after his calf strain and being out for 5 months. With that being said, I just want to give your initial reactions to this question before I even get my theory on it. What do you think should happen to these players who have not only extended injuries, like just consistently injured all the time, but also either having consistent load management or load management in general, or people who are saying, I'm not going to play back-to-back games? What do you think should be the action for them?
Well, first, the one where it's saying I'm not going to play the back-to-back games, I mean, that should be an automatic fine. I mean, for me, I get it. It's still money being taken out of their mouths and stuff just because of that, or they, feel like they're playing too many games. But, bro, I would love to go play basketball and complain about playing back-to-back games instead of working a 9 to 5.
Real talk.
So if I'm getting paid millions, bro, I'm going out there to hoop. I mean, whether I play the whole game is a different story. But missing the game and saying I'm not playing back-to-back, I think that's kind of petty. And I think that NBA should hold those players accountable. Like, you gotta start finding them something so that they understand, like, no, you can't just make a decision like that. So whether if it's 5,000 a game that you want to sit out because you already stated that you're not going to play back-to-back games, I feel like that should be implemented. But as far as the load management, I don't think they should really have to be. I don't really agree with that scenario either, because again, you getting paid millions of dollars, and you telling me you about to load manage because you don't want to run up in the court where you condition for and train for all summer and regular season. It's like, come on, man, load management I think is just crap. But that's just me.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that. And that's what I said. I think a fine should be enforced now. Now, here's the last part about that. These players that are consistently injured, bro, I got to speak on this, and I got to be real about how I feel. These players that are consistently injured, I think it should get to a point to where the NBA looks and say, hey, man, we're really not getting a true return on our investment. You always injured. We using our resources to rehabilitate you, get you back. You done missed the whole season and a half. You on and off now. You'll show up in the playoffs here and there, but now we're in the 8th seed playing the number 1 seed because we weren't good in the regular season when we needed you.
Right.
I feel like there should get to a point to where, I don't care if it's the NFL, NBA, or whatever, it should be a point to where they pull out a big piece of paper with your name on it, and they got a stamp with 4 words on it that say "not built for this," and they just slam it on there, and then they give it to you, and then you officially done in the league. I think certain people, if you are consistently having injuries, that mean you are not built for the professional level, and you should not be playing anymore. What do you think? What's your reaction to that?
Nah, actually, I agree with that. Because again, like, you condition, you play hard all through your life, college and all, to make it to the pros. But then you get to the pros, and all of a sudden you constantly getting injured. I feel like it should be, I don't even know, like, the timetable, but I want to say, like, 4 injuries, and you out for a substantial amount of time, more than 3 months, and it constantly keep happening. I feel like in that scenario, then you shouldn't you shouldn't be able to play. I mean, or at least prove yourself in the G League. I mean, that's not realistic, but I mean, there's some really competitive people down there. But if you can't cut it down there, and you think you about to just continue to get paid for millions, you're right. You're not really getting a return on your investment. So why am I paying you this amount of money, but you can't even play? Like, perfect example, Kawhi. I mean, I love him. That's a great basketball player, but if you constantly injured and you can't come play, same with Ben Simmons when he wasn't playing. Y'all mean to tell me you can sit out for a year or 6-7 months and get paid millions and not come play basketball? Like, nah.
Bro.
I definitely agree. Yeah, you ain't built for the league at that point, so you might as well cut ties. That guaranteed contract money, like, I feel like there should be a clause in there. After a certain amount of time you miss, more than 4 months, I feel like, that's when you start cutting into, like, okay, well, you're over your time limit where you were supposed to come back, so now we got to start taking money out of you, because now at this point we don't know if it's because you don't want to come back or simply because you just telling us that you're still injured and you're not.
Correct. And that's why I said you need some type of x-ray and professional opinion to prove that you fit, that you act like literally cannot play the game. And if that makes sense, all right, cool. But then even then, it needs to be a timeline. If you injure and you're going to be gone for 2.5 seasons, fam, you ain't going to get no younger. So what are we doing? So it sounds harsh, but I think that should be the harsh reality of it. So it's crazy that you actually agree. I wasn't expecting you to go that way, man. But I appreciate your time, bro, man. Thank you again. You want to tell people how they can connect with you real quick while I got you?
Yeah, man. If y'all want to connect with me, y'all can always hit me up on YouTube at KMac Reacts, or you can hit me up on Instagram at KMac_119.
That's what's up. Hey, appreciate you again, bro, man. I'll talk to you in a minute, bro. I'll hit you up later. All right, love you, man.
Love you too.
For sure. Hey, that's Broski right there, man. Broski giving this 411 on the NBA tip, man. No Diddy, but let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. That might be it in regards to basketball. So we're going to keep it moving and going to football real quick. I had the NBA standings right here, East and West Coast. You can see the West Coast right now, Warriors take the lead in the West, and right here in the East, says the Cavaliers are still on top. But I think the Celtics are. But it say the Celtics got 3 losses. Yeah, it might still be the Cavs. Cavs only got 1 loss, so I know what I'm talking about. So there it is right there. Those are standings as of right now, November 25th, 2024. Right here, baby. You kicking it with KC. Going into this next topic, essentially, though. NBA, not NBA. NFL. Oh, excuse me. Let me turn this too. So NFL, week 12, pretty much wrapped up. Right now, we got the Monday Night Football game going on right now. The Ravens versus the Chargers. Just before we even get to that game that's currently on right now, I'm watching. Just want to talk about my Lions. Getting win number 9 in a row? Number 9 in a row, man. First time since, what they say, 1934, something like that. First of all, I hate when they do stuff like, man, it's like every game we've been winning, but it's the first time since 1965, first time since 1954, first time since 1933. Man, bro, there was the times when they was wearing leather helmets. I don't give a damn what they was doing then, bro. We really don't care. None of us was alive. For the most part. We don't care about that prehistoric, pre-Super Bowl era, bro. So anyway, let's just say this is the first time the Lions have ever really went 9 straight games. So anyway, they just keep throwing that out there. So they beat the Indianapolis Colts 24-6. Nothing to really talk about there, except for a couple key losses that the Lions had. David Montgomery being one of them. A couple other ones on defense. David Montgomery, I believe, is expected to be back for our Thanksgiving game against the Chicago Bears. But, yeah, we'll see. Other than that, speaking of the Bears, they lost against the Vikings 27-30. Caleb Williams did look good through the first quarter, but he looked terrible in the second and the third quarter. Not terrible, but he just didn't look that good. Wasn't looking too good. Then he looked good again in the fourth quarter because he actually helped bring them back. and actually tie the game to get them to overtime, if I wasn't mistaken. Yeah, they got to overtime. Sam Darnold was doing his thing for the Vikings. The Vikings quarterback had some very big plays with Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison was looking like Jordan, boy, out there on the receiving field. It was surprising because Justin Jefferson only had one catch throughout regulation. It had another catch in overtime. He had one catch for what, 7 yards in regulation? That was very, very weird to me. But they still came out with the win, apparently. Vikings up 27-16 in the fourth quarter. Caleb Williams got down the field, scored a touchdown. They got the 2-point conversion. Chicago got the onside kick successfully. The first team to do that this season, in 2024-2025 season with the new rules. But anyway, they got down the field, and they weren't able to get the job done. So the Vikings did get the job done. They kicked the field goal and won the game. So Bears lost, whatever. 49ers versus the Packers. Packers end up getting that win, 38-10 against the 49ers. I don't think nobody was expecting that, bro. The 49ers ain't doing as good as anybody anticipated. Christian McCaffrey ain't looking like CMC, we all know. Deebo Samuel's looking pretty good out there, no diddy. But other than that, Packers, Jordan Love, they crushed them boys. They dominated the majority of the game, and like I just saw, Christian McCaffrey was basically ineffective. So we'll see about that, man, with the 49ers, man. They basically, getting trampled on. No expectations this season. Chiefs found a way to win against the Panthers, 30-27. Bryce Young, very unsuccessful in the red zone for the first 2 drives, forced to kick field goals. As a matter of fact, the Panthers offense were held to only 3 field goals in the first half. They only scored 9 points. It was 20-9 in the first half. Believe that, the Panthers ended up catching up, but the Chiefs won on a last-minute field goal. Continuously finding ways to win, bro. The Chiefs, 10-1 right now. Bro, that was a crazy game. That was crazy to just see, bro, it was one play where, we got to say this. One play where Patrick Mahomes had the ball. I think this was like overtime, whatever the case may be, or fourth quarter. And he just, he putting the moves, like Patrick Mahomes juking dudes out their shoes, bro. I'm like, oh my God, man, this is crazy, bro. They letting Patrick Mahomes do this. So it's plays like that last minute in the crunch where Patrick Mahomes pull it off, and it works, bro. It works. So Chiefs got that win. The Eagles versus the Rams. Very interesting game. Eagles had them pretty much the whole game. Rams offense and defense look good. In the first and the fourth quarters, Rams defense held the Eagles to a field goal from the red zone for a few times in the first quarter or first half. But then the Rams took their foot off the gas in the second quarter, man. Almost the same. Rams wide receiver or tight end, Pikachu. He was a very key player for LA. I know I'm talking mess about his name. I forgot his name. Pikachu is what I call him. He was a very key player for them. I think Cooper Kupp's still out. So Stafford throwing it to that one player, and he was actually able to say, I think if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't even score 20. To be honest with you. But can I talk about Saquon Barkley? Saquon Barkley, 255 yards on 26 carries. A pair of 70-plus yard touchdown runs, bro. 70-plus, 2 of them, bro, in the same game, bro. Leads the NFL in carries, 223. Rushing yards, 1,392. Yards per rush, 6.2. And rushing yards per game, 126.5. Saquon Barkley. Bro, my man's is going crazy, fam. I still got to say to this day, bro, the craziest athletic play that I've seen in sports as of recently. Maybe I'm a prisoner of the moment. When this dude, Saquon Barkley, not only hurdled over a grown-ass man trying to tackle him, but he did it backwards, bro. Man's jumped up, put his legs in the air, jumped down, spent around, and kept going, bro. It was bro. I want to cry, bro. It was the craziest play I've ever saw, bro. I can't remember if I saw it live or just saw the replay, but I said, damn. That boy is crazy. So Saquon Barkley, bro, he just amazes me, bro. He just amazes me with his play, bro. I'm done now. I'm done now with that. But Saquon Barkley is that man, bro. So anyway, shout out to the Eagles for getting that win. And then lastly, Ravens versus the Chargers. Monday Night Football currently going on right now. Now this score right here, this is old. This is not current. It's not updated. They're currently in the third quarter, 4 minutes left. The Ravens lead 17-16 right now. The Ravens with a 7-4 record. Chargers with a 7-3 record. Now, with that being said, you would expect this game to be just as close as their records are. But you would anticipate Lamar Jackson getting the victory and just walking away with this. Me watching this game right now, seeing Lamar Jackson doing what he do right now, still make amazing plays in the pocket, scramble, and make a throw and catch. I think you're doing. And look, and then they got Derrick Henry running the ball to kind of close that gap, help him get the first down. Listen, Ravens got weapons, but do they know how to use them? And what is their defense doing? So, oh yeah, and it's two brothers, Jim Harbaugh and John Harbaugh. The Brother Bowl. They both playing each other right now. I keep forgetting about that. So, two coach brothers, the Harbaughs playing each other. Pretty nice also. But I'll say I got the Ravens. I could be biased because I want Lamar Jackson and the Ravens to win. So I got the Ravens winning this game. I see it being about 34-27. Ravens win. Prove me wrong. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. Hold on. I think I'm going to have somebody call in real quick. Call me now. I'm going to have somebody call in real quick before I move on to the next topic. But let me know what your predictions are for the season. For all that good stuff, man. I have the Lions obviously coming out of the NFC. AFC, I don't give a damn who come out the AFC, bro. I got the Lions going all the way, if you don't know this all the way already. So, got the Lions going all the way. If I'm being completely honest, there are some weaknesses that we have. Jared Goff throwing those interceptions again in Houston. That scared me. We still got the win, so we relied on our defense and our running game. We relied on them. And they got the job done, but it was very, very crazy tough to watch at the time. And that's a weakness that I feel like we got to work on. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, they're good, but they're spotty at times. Even both of them together, like they're spotty at times. They don't always get the job done, which I'm not mad at because they do get the job done at times and surprises. But like it's not a consistent enough thing. Maybe it's because we switch in between them too much. But I don't know. Amon-Ra St. Brown doing his thing. Sam Laporte ain't really showed up yet. I don't know why. But I'd be like, once Sam Laporta shows up, starts getting in the groove of things. I mean, I'm saying getting in the groove like we ain't already more than halfway through the season. But hopefully he finds some type of rhythm and gets there, bro. Because we need addition. We're losing players, bro. And I do see our weaknesses. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to jinx it. But I do see our weaknesses, though. But other than that, man, let me know what you think. Who you got going all the way. Thanksgiving games coming up. Let me just look at this real quick. Thanksgiving games coming up. We got the Lions versus the Bears. Of course, I got the Lions getting that game in case you don't know already. Lions versus the Bears. We got the Giants versus the Cowboys right here. They also playing on Thanksgiving. And Dolphins versus the Packers on Thanksgiving. Got the Lions getting to Bears. I'm going to take the Lions. Giants and the Cowboys. I don't like either team. but I don't like the Cowboys more, so I'm going with the Giants, especially with no Daniel Jones. Like they don't have no quarterback for real. Like that'll be very disappointing, especially on Thanksgiving for Cowboys fans. Then Dolphins, Packers. I'm hoping that the Dolphins can get that win against the Packers, bro. We need the Packers to take an L in our division, bro. We need that. The Lions, we need that, bro. So I'm hoping the Dolphins can pull off that win against the Packers. Please do. Please do. And then we got the Chiefs and the Raiders on Black Friday, man. Black Friday game. Chiefs and Raiders. I can't even say that the Raiders. I hope the Raiders win because they lost like 7, 8 in a row. Something crazy. 9 in a row. Something crazy, bro. But that's not to say that something can't happen. So we'll see anyway, man. I just wanted to talk NFL to babble a little bit, see if somebody was gonna call in, but I don't think they're gonna call in. We're gonna go to this next and last topic. Wait, call 3 times. Oh, wait. I forgot about this. Hold on, we're gonna do this FaceTime. Cuzzo, what's the deal?
Yo.
What's up, man? Hey, I got my cousin on the line, man. On FaceTime, we live. From the stands of a sports fan, my cousin right here. Hey, go ahead and introduce the people who you are, where you calling from.
Oh man, Nick, South Haven, Michigan.
What up, though? Representing the Haven up in this mug. Hey, listen, cuz. So I just literally got done talking about the NFL, essentially. Just talking about Week 12. I guess I'm gonna just get your overview of Week 12 so far of the NFL season. Just any and all games, seasons, team. Just very briefly run through everything that you know so far.
I mean, shit. I mean, the Lions doing their thing. I ain't necessarily gonna say they proving to me every time I gamble on them, they let me down. They proved that to be. Yeah, we need a bowl from there. I jumped on the bandwagon all the way, but they showed me no belief. As far as the Bears go, bro, the Bears are juggernaut. They a couple of pieces away from the puzzle, but they gotta get a line, man. I mean, they got a new quarterback, but I mean, shoot, man, as long as he on the run, I mean, he can't really make nothing happen. But I mean, he's showing to have show some promise, but I mean,
Okay.
I mean, you know, Green Bay rolling, Kansas City rolling, you know, Norm.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, everybody out the Norm that we ain't think we really was gonna see this year. You know, I mean, everybody that we thinking. I mean, Green Bay might be a little bit of a surprise. I mean, with their record and then the 49ers doing as bad as they doing. But other than that, I mean, it seems like everything right on track.
Okay. So you gave me a surprise. Any more surprise teams that you surprised they performing good this year that stand out?
Man, not necessarily. Like I said, out of Green Bay, I mean, they surprised the shit out of me. But no. I mean, everybody else was kind of expected. I mean, the Commanders, them having a rookie quarterback and doing what he do. So I mean, that was a big surprise to all of us as well. But I didn't think we ever thought they were gonna be any playoff contingency or anything like that.
Disappointments, NFL disappointment, teams that you disappointed in, wasn't expecting them to do this bad this season.
Man, the 49ers was horrible. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Other than that, not really, because they've been in the play. The Bills been in the play. I didn't know Dallas was gonna be as bad as they is. They beyond horrible.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
that was a surprise, but yeah, man. Other than that, I mean, if you think of the top 5 to 6 teams, I mean, it's been that way for the last 4 or 5 years, just with a little bit of tweaking, you know, here and there. I mean,
right.
Tampa Bay is playing good ball.
Yeah. Yeah. The pendulum is swinging. I say Cincinnati is a big disappointment, too. Cincinnati is definitely a huge disappointment. I wasn't expecting them to be this trash this year with Joe Burrow. The Jets is another disappointment for me. I was expecting Aaron Rodgers to make a full recovery and come back and do some damage, especially now that he got Devontae Adams. They ain't did nothing, man. They ain't did nothing. They ain't did nothing but make wrong decisions firing the head coach. That man ain't do nothing for that. Ain't do nothing for that team but get them a couple wins that they needed.
Man, but yeah, it was over with for him though.
Yeah, they can blame it on him and the GM all they want to. Them clearly ain't the problem though.
I mean, sometimes you need to change the culture though too, man. I mean, look at the Lions, man. They've been trying to figure it out for the longest, and I mean, strongest survive. And I mean, I don't know what Dan Campbell did different, but we got Dave Caldwell had a good 3 year with him before they got rid of him. He didn't have a losing season, and man, they brought Dude in. So I mean, they showed some promise up under Caldwell, but they showed some promise up under Dude, but Dude got the ball rolling right now.
Yeah. Shout out to the GM Brad Holmes for that one right there. All right, so
Detroit ain't did nothing right in a long time though.
Yeah, no, real talk. So right now, ending week 12 of the NFL real quick. We got Monday Night Football game currently going on right now. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Los Angeles Chargers. They're in LA right now, SoFi Stadium, I should say. Ravens are 7-4 in the season. Chargers are 7-3. This is the Harbaugh Bowl. Two brothers head coaches going head to head. Jim Harbaugh versus John Harbaugh. Currently 17-6. Ravens have the lead in the fourth quarter with 12 minutes and 30 seconds. And what's your predictions for this game?
Man, I'd rather with the Ravens regardless. I mean,
I said the same thing.
They've been in the hunt. They've been part of that top six. They've been in the hunt for the last few years, man. So you can't count them out, man.
Man, listen. Oh, okay. Wow, they just ruled it a touchdown. Controversial call right here in the fourth quarter. So the Ravens just went up again. Another 6 points as of right now, 23-16. Yep, he caught the ball. He threw it. He landed 2 feet. Yeah, I don't know what the debate was. Yeah, he caught that ball. I don't know if you're watching the game right now, but yeah, essentially it. Yeah, I went for the Ravens too, man. I got all respect to Jim Harbaugh and what he's doing with the Chargers right now. Didn't even know that they were 7-3 or 7-4, whatever their record was. I didn't even know that until I looked up and saw that. Yeah, they currently 7-3 right now, so technically a better record than the Ravens. But yeah, he doing a pretty decent job with them. So I don't know if they're gonna be contenders for real in the playoffs, but we just wanted to hit that topic. Hey, cuz, man, I appreciate you for tapping in with me, man. Just wanted to get your opinion on a couple things real quick. You want to tell people how they can connect with you or anything like that?
Man, no, man, it's all good, man. Thanks for having me on, man. I'm just relaxing, man. Shooting outside, some beat ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys showed up to my hood,
my
started
dog,
making trouble in my neighborhood.
Good luck, cuz. Good luck, cuz. Hey, man, I'm gonna have you on again real soon, bro. Appreciate you again.
We're gonna get to it, my baby.
Yes, sir. In a minute. All right, bet. So had another caller come in, talk about some sports real quick. It's all good. We're gonna end that topic real quick and that subject, but let me know what you think about NFL in general or any of that other stuff. Call in 313-466-4386. Last topic that I do want to talk about real quick. Let's make it interesting. Suspended San Jose State University women's volleyball associate head coach Melissa Batie-Smoose filed a Title IX complaint against SJSU, claiming the alleged transgender teammate conspired to injure a teammate during a game. She claims she was later indefinitely suspended from the team, the associate head coach that we're looking at right here. Several schools have forfeited matchups against San Jose State University volleyball team this season amid accusations that a player on the team is transgender. San Jose State University player Brooke Slusser recently alleged in a lawsuit feeling concerned for her safety after joining the team and competing alongside the player. A list of schools including Boise State, Utah State, and the University of Wyoming and Southern Utah University all are schools who have forfeited their teams against them. This was actually from the associate head coach saying, quote, "There should not be biological men playing in women's sports, but we are here right now. And I do think this, is an opportunity for me." End quote. Man, I took that out of context. The point is, the head coach, the actual head coach for San Jose State University, women's volleyball coach Todd Kresser, in October expressed frustrations with the, quote, outside noise facing his team. A lot of things kind of stand out to me in this story. For one, we talked about this story before on From the Stands of a Sports Fan, if you go back and do your research. But before we talked about the teammate feeling that way against the transgender athlete. I don't know if this is technically the transgender, but when I Googled it, the topic, this is the picture that came up. This person and the head coach right here. So, for one, not only are there players who are against this, there's head coaches, associate head coaches, who have a problem with this person. Now I'm like, how did this person even make the team if one of the coaches don't even like it? Not the head coach, but the associate head coach. All right, cool. So maybe the person is that athletic, I guess. If you're biologically a man, I could kind of understand that. Okay, so you got a teammate and a head coach, associate head coach, who both don't like this. Then the head coach, who is a man, who's advocating for a man to play on, a biological man, to play on a women's team. Now that is what's weird to me. That's what makes me feel like this story is going to unfold even more. I wasn't expecting the story to get past the first time we talked about it. But now it's going even further that the head coach is suspended indefinitely. And the associate head coach. Now the actual head coach, who I'm finding out is a male, is actually basically riding along with this. And letting this whole thing, hey, man, we just need to focus on winning, man. We don't need to focus on the outside noise. Outside noise, there's a man on your women's volleyball team. I kind of got to agree with the associate head coach. This is weird, fam. So is this woman allowed in the locker room? Are the other women on the team, are they cool with this woman being in the locker room and playing? Or is it just one player and one head coach? If that's the only thing, there's no other parents that's mad, then let the team rock. Get rid of the associate head coach. Get rid of that player. And that's how you get rid of the outside noise. But if it's just more than just this head coach and this player, which I believe there are multiple players, and I'm pretty sure there's other parents. There's colleges, there's universities that's forfeiting games. Everybody has a problem with this, fam. So it's weird that the head coach, who is a man, is okay with this biological man playing for the team. I don't know about this. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some time. I'm going to go out there and say the head coach has a relationship with the player. The head coach got a relationship with the transgender player. We're going to find that out later. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. I think that's pretty much all that I have in regards to that. So we about to get up out of here, family. So thinking out loud real quick. Let me say this real quick, man, for anybody listening or watching. Anytime you're talking to somebody, or it's even you yourself, and you add like that, those two words to a phrase, to the end of the phrase, you did it. You ain't gonna beat them allegations. I'm gonna say this for an example. If somebody say, "No, I don't be stealing like that," how that make you feel? Make you feel like they do be stealing. They just don't steal the way that you probably just described it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. One time I heard somebody say, grown ass man say some stuff like, "Yeah, man, when I'm in the locker rooms, I don't look at other grown man like that." Like that. It should be, I don't be looking at naked dudes in the locker room, period. Like that is crazy. That's crazy, fam. So you gotta watch people's verbiage, bro. Cause you'll mess around and find out that they on some saucy Santana stuff. By saying like that at the end. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments, call into the show. 313-466-4386. We about to get up out of here. Do me a favor, kick it with KCMC on all social media at KIWKCMC. I see I'm starting to get low. I'm starting to get lag on the show. So we about to get up out of here. Show that love. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the alert so you know we're going live, man. We're going to try to do another show tomorrow. But other than that, peace. Show love. We out.